My name is Lavetta Toller. I'm an independent consultant for Paparazzi Accessories. Today I wanted to do just a quick video with a few tips and advice after you join Paparazzi. One of the things that I ran into is I didn't know a lot of the rules that you're supposed to follow. There are a few rules that's very important that you follow, but they are very simple rules, and I find that a lot of teams, sponsors, they don't explain them, and it's really not their responsibility. But as a sponsor myself, I like to be able to tell my team, these simple things to keep them from getting in trouble and getting their account suspended and all that good stuff. One thing that I wanted to do when I first started was to, of course, grow my customer base. So I thought, well, could I maybe do like a free $25, $50 Visa card if they purchase $50 of jewelry, put them in a drawing for that. Well, it's a good thing I didn't do that because that's not allowed. Some of the simple rules that you have to follow: you cannot sell paparazzi for less than $5, and you cannot sell the kids items for less than $1. You can do tax-free, you can do free shipping, but you cannot go below the price of $5 and $1. You cannot offer free jewelry for an incentive of purchasing an item from you. If you are growing your team, you cannot offer them any kind of incentive to join your team. They have to freely want to join your team. After they join your team, you are more than welcome to give them a gift. Your team, you're allowed to put them in contests and reward them for their hard work if you choose, because of course if your team is successful, then you are becoming successful as well. Everyone's helping one another, so that's the good thing about some of the rules. To put it into perspective how fair that it is, there is some people that I know that will offer 5 pieces of jewelry for $15, and we're local. So how can I compete with someone like that when I am following the rules and I'm offering my jewelry at $5 a piece, and they are discounting the price of theirs? So of course, if somebody sees the same jewelry being advertised, of course you're going to go and get the best price. But if someone reports you to compliance, you will probably, if you're not warned first, you will lose your business. Your account will be closed and canceled, and you will not be able to sell probably at least for a year, just depending on how bad the offense is. It's totally up to them. They make the rules, But when we sign up, there is a button we click, and we are agreeing to all the rules and the regulations, the policies, the procedures, and there is a lot of pages that we have to go through in order to agree, but nobody takes the time to read those. And if you join my team, I will go over, the ones that I do know. I would explain it to you from my experience, because when I first started, there's a lot of things that I didn't know and I had to ask. A lot of stuff I found out on my own by watching my upline, their videos. And after you sign up, watch as many videos on your team, your upline, that you possibly can, because the more you know, the more you're going to grow. the more successful you're going to be. The more sales you'll make, the better tips that you're going to have to succeed. That's how I do most of my learning, is I watch videos of my upline. And it doesn't even have to be your upline. But of course, you want to stay within your team if you have a good team, you know, and if they're helping you like they should be, then you will get the support you need from your own team. But I encourage each and every person, that is the number one thing you do after signing up, is you go on the Paparazzi website, and I think you click under resources, and you go to compliance, policies and procedures, and read all the rules. Go through them. Some of them are a little hard to understand, but if you have questions, you can also email them and ask them. If there's something special you want to do, you can always email them and ask them if that's okay. They have the logos there that you are allowed to use. If you make your own design or you want to do something and you're not so sure if it's right or wrong, you can email them and they will get back to you and let you know. When in doubt, just don't do it. It's not very smart to lose your business over something as simple as buy one, get one free. You can't do that. Another rule, simple rule, is you cannot give out any kind of prize for a purchase. You cannot give out any other kind of prize to a customer that is not paparazzi jewelry. For instance, if you have a group page and you want your page to have more members and they add people to your group or share your group, you can do a drawing for that. You can give them, you know, as many free pieces as you would wish. That's totally fine. But you cannot ask them, you know, if you purchase 5 items, then I'm going to put you in a drawing and you can win a free piece. That kind of thing. Those are just simple rules that that are placed there so that things are fair. There's no competition between each consultant. We're all together. We're all equal. I know there's different ranks, but they are there to keep us kind of like a family, like a support system, each and every one of us, no matter what your rank is, if you're just starting out, if you've been in this business for years. I am slowly growing my team. Another piece of advice is to start growing your team as quick as you can. You can move up to director in no time. It just takes a little bit of work and effort to get there. It takes work to rank up. You have to put the time in and the effort and work into this business in order for it to succeed. Things do not get discouraged if things at the beginning are very slow. For me, it was slow getting started, but I stuck it out because I really love this company. I love selling the jewelry. It's very hard going live your first time if you are not in front of a camera, if you're very shy. Even with YouTube videos, I usually get really, really nervous. But the more you do, the better you get at it. You don't get so nervous. You're not thinking about the people that's seeing you. You're just focused on the information you want to get out to people. But definitely go live. Get yourself acquainted with your camera and talking to people. For some people that's easy. For some people it's not. But you will get used to it. Don't get discouraged if you just sell 1 or 2 pieces. You gotta give it time. Patience is a virtue. That is so, so true. I might have sold like 5 pieces my first live, and I just kept, you know, showing those pieces that I didn't sell over and over and over until I did. But that didn't stop me from reinvesting into my business. So I just kept placing the orders. If you're able to financially do that, I suggest that you put as much money as you can afford back into your business if you were serious about it, because the more orders and the new items you have coming in, the more likely people are to continue to watch you. Because if they see you with the same pieces over and over and over, it doesn't mean that they're not going to sell eventually, but they are wanting to see something new. Everybody loves new things, and that's the great thing about Paparazzi. We got new releases 5 days a week, and I think that is awesome. So that was just a few little tips. Everybody should get acquainted with the rules and the policies. Don't get discouraged. Start growing your team as soon as you can. And also, one more thing I wanted to add, something that I did not know and I wanted to share with everyone. The team I'm in, they did not know this, but I went to my upline and they explained to me. I actually watched a video and I found out that way, and then I messaged one of my uplines to make sure that I was correct in the way I comprehended what she said. But everybody usually knows to stay active you have to have 50 PVs, which is your personal volume. That means you have to buy 25 pieces per month. For each piece it's worth 2 PVs. Okay, I thought, and our team thought, if you don't have that 25 pieces each month, then that's it. That means you quit. You can't sell anymore for a year. You know, that's over. It's over if you can't get the 25 pieces within that month. Okay, that is totally not the case. Totally not the case at all. And I am so blessed to have found this answer to this question out when I did. Because so many people, even on my downline, they couldn't afford to place an order last month. And we thought, you know, and they thought, you know, it's over. I can't sell again for a year. And they were so discouraged, and I was too, because I had just ranked up to a director. But that is just to stay active. You have to have the 25 pieces. To remain a consultant, all you have to do, the only qualification, other than buying your starter kit, of course, is to purchase 100 pieces per year. Per rolling calendar year, you have to have 100 pieces. So if you can't afford to place an order one month, you know, it's not going to cancel your account. Of course, you want to keep reinvesting in your business and your inventory, but sometimes things happen. People get sick. There are people that are pregnant. There are expenses that come up that we can't help, and you might not be able to afford the 25 pieces that month. Don't fret. Just pick up next month and you'll be fine. As long as you have that 100 pieces per year, you are fine. You will have your account open and you will be a consultant as long as you have that 100 pieces. That was something that was such a relief to me and my team, and I am so glad that we found that out, because a lot of people thought, you know, they had done quit and gave up, but thank God, you know, we found out that wasn't the case. So I wanted to share that with you. Some people may know it, some people may not, so I just wanted to throw that in there. But watch as many videos as you can. Get in as many challenges and contests as you can that your upline has. If you are a team leader, if you have people that are personally sponsor. If you can afford to have contests for them, I advise you to do that because it keeps everybody motivated, and it kind of is like a competitive mode. Even though we're not competing against one another, it's just, you want to win that back office credit or whatever they may be offering. So it's a good thing to just, stay focused on anything you can to do with paparazzi, and you will learn as much as possible by just watching the videos. Even if they're doing their live shows, just watch the way they do it, how they do it, the way the customers respond and how they respond to their customers, and you will grow from it. A lot of people that are teammates of mine, we signed up under the same person, and I support them. I go and watch their live shows. I invite people for them. I even buy off of them if I see something that I like. So to me, this is a company, and it's about a family supporting one another. Even though you got a few rotten apples that doesn't want to follow the rules and do things their own way, all in all, this is a great company. Most people that are in here are in it to support you, and we're like a family. I love the support system that I have in my team, and I urge you, if you've never thought about selling paparazzi, that you really think about it. I went from selling like 4 to 5 pieces on my first live show to now I sell between $100 to $175 every single live show that I do. So, and I keep reinvesting. It's either every week or every other week I place an order as much as I can afford. You want those packages coming in at least once a week or once every 2 weeks. Right now shipping has been, extended a longer period of time, but they are catching up. They have done a wonderful job expanding because we have grew as a company. So that is a great thing. But these were just some tips, and if you want to know anything else about paparazzi or joining or signing up, I am looking for team members. I would love to have you on my team. When you are a sponsor, it does not mean that you're somebody's boss. You're just there for support. You are a team leader. But that doesn't mean that everybody will listen to what you have to say. You're just there to set an example and to offer a support system. But if you see someone doing something that they shouldn't be doing, my advice is to warn them and let them know that they're doing something wrong in a private message, and do it in the nicest way possible. And if that doesn't correct the problem and they continue to do things that they shouldn't do, then I see nothing wrong with reporting it to compliance. Only because this is a business. This is nothing personal, but there are rules in kindergarten. There are rules at your job. If you work a 9-to-5 job, there's rules you have to follow. There's rules you have to follow when you drive a car. So there is nothing wrong with having to follow rules in this company, because this is just as important as working in a department store or working at a lawyer's office. There's rules and laws that you have to follow. But I would love to have you on my team. I have a group page that I do my live shows on. I will share the link, and you are more than welcome to request to become a member.